Captain's log. Stardate. Whatever. We are currently in orbit of Nimbus III, a rather unusual world. Named the Planet of Galactic Peace in 2267 after the Federation-Klingon War, Nimbus III was supposed to be the model for a new age of peace and mutual cooperation. It was instead an inhospitable rock that was soon controlled by gangs and beset by violence. After the Vulcan Sibok briefly occupied the capital of Paradise City in 2287, the Romulan, Klingon, and Federation all pledged funds and assistance to help the planet. The clean-up effort was a dismal failure, and the population rebelled constantly against anyone they saw as authority. The last Starfleet officers were evacuated in 2318. Since then, the planet has been a haven for criminal operations and unchecked violence. Recently, I was given a report by Starfleet Command as to my next mission. There is a situation in the Nimbus system. Romulan Republic intelligence suggests that there are triggers for Thalaron weapons somewhere on the planet Nimbus III. There are also increasing reports of Tal Shiar activity on the planet. Most people steer clear of Nimbus III these days. The Orion Syndicate basically runs the planet. Obviously, though, it would be a disaster if the Tal Shiar managed to get their hands on the Thalaron triggers or to take control of the planet. Stopping them not only helps a planet that needs Starfleet assistance, but it provides a diplomatic connection with the Romulan Republic. I know that I can count on you to do the right thing. There's only one thing to do now. We've arrived at the planet's surface. Now we must beam down to Nimbus III with an appropriate away team and see exactly what's down there. As a matter of fact, I don't think we'll need a doctor down there, but I do think having everybody down there who knows exactly what they're doing in terms of a chain of command will be helpful. So what is in Nimbus III? Not much. In case you didn't know, Nimbus III is basically Star Trek's answer to Tatooine. This was Paradise City, once the capital city of the Nimbus III, and, well, it still is, but now it's just a mess. Pretty much everybody makes a living screwing, gambling, and stealing from each other in equal measure. But we do also have somebody else to deal with here. This is our connection. One Horace Jones, great-grandson of the noted crank Cyrana Jones. We'll have a word with him.
Hey there, Fred.
Listen, tell me about the Thalaron triggers that I've heard are around here.
The Syndicate might be listening.
It's kind of a big deal. Lots of people are talking about it, but nobody really knows, right? My guess is that the Syndicate wants a piece of that action, and they're doing something to keep a finger in the pie while moving things around without letting anyone see. Plus, most of the folks here just want to stay out of trouble. If someone's doing business here, it's probably at the bar. But I guess that my guess that you're not going to find the triggers in town. It's too risky to keep them here where everyone is coming and going all the time.
If you need it, I've got it.
What's the story with all the missing people, then?
The Syndicate might be listening.
A lot of folks have come through town lately, mostly following rumors of the weapons trade, but occasionally there's some crazies looking for lost treasure or something like that. Most of them wind up heading out into the desert. Almost nobody comes back. Scorpions, Mantans, Syndicate enforcers, take your pick of hazards, and if they don't get you, the sun and the heat will.
If you need it, I've got it.
Unless it's useful, it seems. But our true next episode is going to be something else. It's going to be, let's see. Ah yes, the Lost City of Paradise. Funny seeing you folks here. No one seems to bat an eye about our little planet until the Orions get their hands on something nasty. Now between that and the Romulans, this joint is jumping. You want info? Sure, I'll give you info. The owner of the local bar, a reformed Borg by the name of 2 of 8, has his ear close to the ground. He can tell you more about the Tal Shiar. Just don't tell too many people I told you, alright? Well, alright then. Now, I guess what we have to do is have a little word with this 2 of 8 character. Wonder what... This is the bar? Subtle. Yes, I do believe this is the bar. Yes, this... Ugh. Yep, this is a Tatooine, alright.
I don't want any trouble.
You're here for information. Someone told me I could give it to you. Make it quick. Alright, listen, Thalaron weapons. Where can I find them? Tell you what I told the others. The Thalaron triggers can be found outside of town. That's where the Orions do their trading. We don't have many rules here, but that's what we all follow. keep trouble outside the walls. Anyone looking for trouble winds up out there anyway, one way or another. Other people have been looking for them. People have disappeared in the night. Other people go looking for them and don't come back. Know anything else? Apparently not.
I sell drinks here, not information.
What's a liberated Borg doing out here anyway? Minding his own business. I suggest you do the same. Fine, what can you tell me about the Thalaron triggers? Alright, the desert then. I'll start there. Looks like there's somebody else out there in the desert. But it looks like we're not the only people Starfleet sent out here. If we're lucky, maybe we can find some of the other people and find out what they learned. Should be some missing officers out there in the desert. As soon as you leave town, you get your away team back, so that's always helpful. So out into the Nimbus desert we go. It looks like a Federation and Klingon squad were attacked by scorpions. Let's see. We can investigate these weapons remains. Huh. So apparently we investigate weapons remains and fend off the nearby scorpions. What was this? Looks like it used to be somebody's pair of huge weights. Hello, what's this then? Some more remains. That looks like it used to be a phaser rifle. Hey, who's that? Uh-oh. We're picking up survivors nearby from both Starfleet and the Klingon Empire. The barkeep must have known they wouldn't make it out there. Yeah, well, can't say they didn't warn them. Alright then. You fellas alright? Beam these people to sickbay. USS Forrester, 3 to beam up. Did Captain Harvison send you? Finally, a friendly face around here. Thank you, I thought I was gonna die out here. Yeah, well, you still might if we don't get rid of all these big stupid scorpions. Okay. That's enough out of you all. Ready? I think I'll take that physical augmentation armor. And a small power cell, might as well. And, let's see, small shield charge, sure. Let's beam these folks out off to our sickbay. USS Forrester, 3 to beam up. You guys okay? Ugh, thanks for the rescue. Dying from scorpions. It isn't how I wanted to go. Offhand, I don't think dying from scorpions is much of a way that anybody wants to go. Fortunately, it looks like these particular scorpions seem to be also guarding some of these weapons remains. Let's take a quick scan of them. Let's see what's down here. Hey, those guys look like they could use some help. And it's not allowing me to help them. Well, fine, you don't want help, you won't get it. So, nyeh. What's this? Looks like there's some other people here, too. Most likely forming the same sort of rescue squads that we are. It seems clear that 2 of 8 set us out here hoping we'd be wounded or killed like the others. We have to confront them about the weapons. Right. USS Forrester, beam us back to Paradise City. Alright, let's have a little word with our friend 2 of 8. And we're not exactly pleased with him. We'll let him know that in no uncertain terms. Reformed Borg my foot. Alright, asshole, talk. I apologize for the deception, Admiral. Obviously, it was an error to mislead you. Do not mistake my actions to be hateful. I bear no ill will towards you. Besides, the taciturn ex-Borg bit almost always works. I cannot be seen to be aiding you. The Orion Syndicate would kill me if they knew. However, if you have the resources to survive in the desert, you might have a chance against the Syndicate. Look, cut the crap, where are the Thalaron triggers? I can only confirm that the Thalaron triggers are in possession of the Orion Syndicate. I cannot say anything more than that. Call it a leftover default of cowardice, or perhaps a strong sense of self-preservation. There's only one man in this town who would be willing to help you, and that is a man who calls himself Law. He does not come out of his home nearby, but I will tell you a way to signal him. If he wants to talk to you, he will. Alright then, I'll have a word with this Law.
He is the law! Is he not? Is he not men?
Maybe. Is he human? I don't know. Did they say what species he was? I think they probably did. Anyway,